Hey, guess who passed a kidney stone this morning? I've been here all day. Hi you guys, it's Monday. I just got done with classes for the day. Great day of dance. Actually the AC is broke in Studio 301, so when we had Modern there today, it was sweaty. Foot is going strong. Actually getting so much better, which is great. As my foot gets better, one thing comes to swoop in. It's like, what's going on? Obviously I passed a kidney stone. I have yet to pee out the kidney stone, so I'm just waiting patiently for that. Okay, so Saturday morning, I woke up at around 7 and I had a shooting sharp pain in my back and I was like, that's weird, but maybe I just like tweaked something in my back. I don't know. I was like, okay, this is weird. Maybe it's my period. I don't know. So I grabbed my heating pad, laid there for like 5 more minutes probably, and then it started to get really bad pain throughout the entire side. And I started to like get a little uneasy and like freak out a little bit because I was like, this is pretty bad. Why is this happening? I started to get like faint. I felt like I was gonna pass out and the pain was getting worse. And I was worried that I was just like gonna have a panic attack. I got up, quickly realized I needed to go throw up in my bathroom, and I'm laying on the bathroom floor, cold sweating, I'm like extremely pale. I start texting my mom and I'm like, I am in so much pain. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's like my back and my lower left abdomen are just in excruciating pain right now. I was thinking that it was just a bad period. I've thrown up in my periods like many times. I have really bad cramps. I text Tabby. She was getting ready to leave for Phoenix. I text her and I'm like, can you bring me like my medicine basket and my water? Then I take like a nausea pill. I should start feeling better now, but I just like cannot get comfortable. I'm like laying on this ground. I'm like, I cannot get comfortable. Usually when I have like a stomach ache or something, I can like go into a position that makes me feel a little bit better. And I start freaking out. I was supposed to sell merch at the national audition at the dance program that morning. Okay, I'm gonna try to go back to bed. Go back to my bed and I like text Tabby again. I'm like, can you bring me my bathroom trash can? She brings me a thank you, Tabby. Love you so much. Cannot get comfortable to save my life. The most excruciating pain I've ever felt. And I was starting to get really freaked out because I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, this has never happened. I was freaking out, right? I'm laying there and then I just start throwing up again. That's when me and my mom were like, okay, this is a problem. Something is wrong. This is TMI. But I was like hanging off my bed, throwing up into my bathroom trash can. I get myself up. I walk out to my bathroom. I like see Tabby in the hallway. She's about to leave. And I'm like, eh. I laid on the floor for a while and I just like could not get words out anymore. I tried to talk to Tabby because Tabby was like, are you okay? And I just like could not speak, couldn't stand up. I couldn't stop throwing up. This has probably been like an hour now. Eventually get myself back into bed. Tabby brought me toast. I tried to text my parents and I was like, what should I do? Should I go to the emergency room? Should I go to the hospital? And then my dad was finally just like, dude, just go to the hospital. Tabby's already gone. Georgia's not home. I call my friend Gavin. He like answers and he's like, good morning. And I like cannot get the words out. Can you take me to the hospital? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm in the most pain I've ever been in my life. Can you please just take me to the hospital? My keys are on the island. Get my keys, get my car, and I'll find a way to get down there. Cause he was like, are you gonna be able to get downstairs? He gets my car. I'm like trying to walk around for enough time to see if I can like actually get myself downstairs. My mom calls me. I can't even speak. She started freaking out then because she was like, oh my God, like you are not okay. I got myself downstairs and I get into my car and I brought my blanket and my pillow, like trying to get comfortable, and I just keep moving. I don't remember much of the car ride. The only thing I remember is going like this to the stereo, and then Gavin turned it off, and then I remember it being bumpy. And I remember it hurting so bad. I think that might have been when the pain was the worst, was when I was in the car. And Gavin told me that I just kept saying like, Gavin, 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 over and over. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Please help. And he's like, we're gonna be there soon. We're gonna be there any second. Like literally like I'm about to give birth. Gavin says that he was terrified on the drive there. And we get to the hospital and I'm like hunched over the front desk as this lady's trying to talk to me. What's your date of birth? Last name, first name. That's all I was able to answer before I started throwing up. So I have a barf bag and I go and I like sit down and I'm just like hunched over. Gavin ended up checking me in. Thank you, Gavin. I love you so much. He checks me in. They do my vitals. I remember them asking me if I'm always this pale, and I remember Gavin being like, no, like she is not okay. So I'm sitting in the lobby trying to like, one, stop throwing up, and two, I'm trying to not focus on this pain. I look up 5 to 10 minutes later, and Georgia's at the hospital. She Ubered to the hospital, which she is also the best ever. I love you so much, Georgia. She said I was hunched over for a while, and then I sat up and I was like, oh, hey, George. Like, let's move into the next waiting room because there's a couch you can lay down. I stopped throwing up though. Finally found a spot with like my legs up on the wall. It started to feel a little bit better. I do remember like twisting in the seat and just having the sharpest stabbing pain in my back. I started to get a little calmer. I still had a lot of pain. I just was a little more calm. I think at this point it had to have been like 10 something. Quite a few hours later, they call me in for blood work. They take my blood. The little bruise. I go back to the waiting room another hour or so before I got an actual like room in the ER. Gavin and Georgia were just there hanging out with me. I love them so much. I cannot stress this enough. They also just were making me feel a lot calmer, more comfortable. I finally get a room. I think it's 11 or noon now, but I'm starting to feel better. The doctor comes in. Blood work looks normal. We rolled out appendicitis because it's not on the right side. Could it be related to my period? Maybe it's something to do with that. But we're gonna take a urine sample to see if it's a UTI. I told Georgia and Gavin to go home. They came back here to my apartment. They washed my sheets. I did throw up a little bit on them. They just helped out so much. Like, I can't even describe. Probably an hour later, I think, he comes back to me. And I'm not expecting anything. I'm kind of expecting them to be like, oh, we didn't find anything. Kidney stone wasn't even on my mind. I mean, I guess technically I did think of a kidney stone because when I was laying in the bathroom, I thought to myself, wow, if this is pretty painful, I wonder how bad a kidney stone is, which is funny. He comes in, he's like, so we found a lot of blood in your pee. And I'm like, you did? There wasn't any you could see. Yeah, it's microscopic blood cells. There's a lot of it in there. So we think you have a kidney stone. And I was like, and he was like, we're gonna get a CAT scan. They finally started to give me fluids through my IV to help. And they gave me pain meds and nausea medicine at that point, which helped a ton. Probably like 45 minutes later, they come to get the scan. They take me up there. The guy that took me there was nice. He asked me what I was doing, what my plan was for the day before I got sent to the ER. I was telling him about dance, the usual. Get the little CAT scan. I go back downstairs. And they're like, it'll be like 30 minutes to an hour before like we know the results. I'm feeling much better at this point. About 2 hours later, 3 something, Georgia's like, hey, I'm gonna come back now. And I was like, you are the coolest. She comes back, we watch Wizards together. Also, I had the nicest nurse in the ER. Very thankful for that too. The doctor was very nice too. He comes back, he's like, okay, so you did have a kidney stone. It passed through your ureter, and that's the pain you were feeling this morning. It's now in your bladder. It'll be a little bit before you pee it out, but when you do pee it out, it's gonna hurt. We did find some other stones, a few other stones in your kidney that haven't dropped. He kind of thinks they're gonna at some point, which sucks. Like, I don't ever want to do that again, so that kind of sucks. We don't know why I have the kidney stone. He said the rest of everything looked great. I had beautiful anatomy, which that's good to hear. At this point, it's like 4, I think, maybe a little after 4. Then I went home, ate some soup and a bagel, took a nice long shower. It was a very scary day. I'm like, low-key now, I'm like I had a kidney stone, like one of the most painful things in the world. I am still shocked. Who gets a kidney stone on like a Saturday their sophomore year of college? Me. Also, this year has just been like boom, 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 like one thing after another. I'm hoping this little bad luck I'm having goes away soon. Yesterday, I had to finish my piece that I'm choreographing this semester, so we had a long rehearsal for that. Kind of just got right back into it. Finished the piece, I love it. I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy with it. I'm really tired today. I have a doctor's appointment now with the primary care doctor at Campus Health. The nutritionist at the College of Fine Arts that we have through the School of Dance is gonna be helping me now. I've already been meeting with her this year, but there's a lot of things. They gave me like a whole sheet of things you could do to prevent, and I just don't know what to do because there's so many different things and there's so many different causes. What a year it's been. That's kind of my kidney stone story. I don't know, man. That was, yeah. Wow. They're not lying. It is the most painful thing I've ever felt in my life, but I'm so so lucky and so grateful for the beautiful friends I have here, especially just like being 1,200 miles away from home and being 18. Something I didn't expect to deal with. If you've ever had a kidney stone, comment down below. I just talked your ear off. Another kind of crazy thing just about the whole situation. The entire week last week, I was so on edge and I was like, something's about to happen. I don't know what it is, but like something bad is gonna happen to me. And like, I don't know if that had anything to do with the kidney stone, but it was just a weird feeling, a weird coincidence. I was very confused. If you're looking at the mess in my room, like, please don't. Anyways, that's my kidney stone story. I thought this was an interesting life experience that I should document. Anyways, tea, so thank you for watching.